Inquisitor. Lord Klosterheim is heading toward an area marked as forbidden. It is cut off from the dominion of the machine spirit.
I'm on my way. I also need an explanation as to why anyone would tamper with the machine spirit in such an irregular way.
Although the chances are infinitesimal, complex machinery may be vulnerable to the corruption of chaos. For some reason, Uther Tiberius wanted to reduce even that small chance to zero.
I want to know more about that. Keep me updated.
Inquisitor, I have analyzed the records of my communion. The administrator prayers in the digital marginalia indicate that Uther Tiberius fused an incorruptible soul with the machine.
But that is impossible. Unless you sacrifice someone who fought off a demon and became immune to corruption.
Agreed. Subject would be a former demon host.
Is that even permitted?
I could list 136 sects within the Adeptus Mechanicus, which would start a doctrinal purge based solely on such a notion. But my sect has always believed in digital martyrdom. I consider this machine spirit a miracle.
Now that you have access to the main core, I want you to find all records of demon hosts on the Martyr.
Inquisitor, I've just completed my diagnostic meditations and reviewed the data. We can safely rule out the infection as the cause of your hallucinations.
Then what is it?
My theory is that the visions might be residual memories leaking through a hasty mind scrub. They could have been triggered by certain phrases or events.
That's nonsense. Stop obsessing about my mental condition.
As you command, Inquisitor.
Is here.
Inquisitor, as per your request, I have scoured the classified data looms on this deck. I think you ought to know that all research sanctums on this deck were assigned for demon host experiments for decades.
What? Uther Tiberius was creating demon hosts?
The sheer number of subjects implies that he was trying to create a whole army of them.
Uther Tiberius condemned a whole army to eternal suffering?
Note that the attached confession scrolls clearly prove that most subjects were volunteers. They wanted to be filled with unholy essence, then fight the taint and return, immune to the chaos.
But that is insane.
I cannot comment on that. Eventually, the survival rate was deemed too low, and the project was abandoned.
After...
Any progress, Inquisitor?
Looks like I'm closing in on Klosterheim. He may have an agenda, but at least he's culling the filth. I'm in the research cloister, Tech Priest.
Incorrect. You are only approaching the gate of the research cloister, Currently under quarantine.
By the Emperor! You must be the most pedantic specialist I've ever had in my retinue.
Comment filed away for later evaluation. Proceed to the gate, Inquisitor.
I shall flay.
I found the remains of a dead tech priest.
I suspect he is the one responsible for overriding the local systems. Search the body for additional information, Inquisitor.
Sigma, 7, Omega, 3, 5, Alpha.
Interesting. The machine spirit is trying to communicate with us again. That is the emergency code for the lockdown protocols. The research cloister has been quarantined. You might not be able to leave if you enter.
I should return to my ship then, and make preparations before I enter that area.
Obtained the quarantine logs, Inquisitor. The research cloister has been sealed off on account of demonic infestation. You won't be able to leave the facility until it is secure.
Trust me, it will be secure soon.
Infestation in effect. Subject 872K has breached containment protocols. Area in lockdown.
Loading.
Demonic infestation in effect. Subject 872K has breached containment protocols. Area in lockdown.
The moment of retribution is here. Burn, burn.
Demonic infestation in effect. Subject 872K has breached containment protocols. Area in lockdown.
You really didn't remember anything, did you?
Something is coming back, but it's unclear. I underwent a mind scrub, but
So, that is what you did eventually. You sacrificed yourself. But not in the way that I'd expected.
who are you? Who am I?
You used to be my mentor. You were an Inquisitor in pursuit of the greatest secret of the Caligari sector. The research of Uther Tiberius.
I guess I didn't find it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be standing here.
You got close. And you got careless. You made questionable choices and attracted the attention of first the Conclave, then the Grey Knights.
And there is no escaping from the secret protectors of the Imperium. Only death absolves. Right?
So that was your plan. You sacrificed your former self.
And I have returned as someone else.
You told me to take on your mantle, and I obeyed. Through pain and fire, I hunted relentlessly for the Martyr. I did what you taught me. I fought, investigated, made pacts and broke them when I had to. And when the warp spat out Uther's floating fortress monastery, I was ready to find it.
And my path eventually led to the Martyr as well.
It cannot be a coincidence. Only the Emperor's will, because you found me now when I'm so very close to finding Uther's greatest secret.
We must talk about this. But first, we purge this area. I'm ready for the sacrifice it takes. And should my plan succeed, we might meet again one day. Uther Tiberius wanted to create an army of former demon hosts? He sacrificed countless lives, sentenced them to damnation, only to make a handful of survivors immune to chaos? I think I know why the Martyr had to leave the segmentum precipice. It's insane.
A whole army of loyal warriors immune to the warp, ready to conquer the Imperium? Once you would have embraced the idea.
I am not the same person.
I pray to the Emperor that you are.
Are you ready?
Time to purge the unclean, Inquisitor. Side by side, like we used to.
For the Emperor!
No demonic presence detected. Lockdown deactivated.
Good work. Tell me, Cloisterheim, did you miss all this?
I refuse to burden myself with redundant thoughts and emotions. But I admit, it was a satisfactory experience to fight that battle together. The research cloister is connected to Uther's inner sanctum. That is where Uther secreted away his most treasured research. Are you ready to enter?
I need to return to my retinue first, and make the necessary preparations.
I'm not going to your ship. Trust me. Where would I go? I will meet you here when you return.
Captain, you have important news for me, I presume.
You have a very urgent message from the Caligari Conclave. A new assignment, maybe.
With the Conclave, you can never know. Let me see it.
Inquisitor, I have a crucial task for you. In the light of your previous achievements, I'm certain you are the most suitable agent for this assignment. We have re-established contact with the Triglav subsector. Due to severe warp surges, communication with the subsector has been sporadic at best for long decades, and we have now lost contact with entire systems. We have simply no idea what occurred on these worlds during a century of isolation. With the receding warp surges in the region, we have been able to begin to restore order, but this is a slow process, and we have encountered certain anomalies. One of our less experienced agents has already entered the Aureus system, one of the regions that has failed to report back. We lost contact with the Inquisitorial retinue. We want you to find out what happened in that system. The astropathic relay station could be the perfect place to start the investigation.
Captain, I want you to take me to the Aureus system in the Triglav subsector.
According to my astropath, there's been a cascade of fresh astropathic dispatches from the subsector. Warnings of dissent and heresy, nightmares of abandoned void stations, empathic bursts of terror and relief. Apart from the Aureus system, which is still dark.
We shouldn't waste our time then getting there. Is this the inner sanctum?
This is the genitorium that powers the various dissection chapels and the laboratoriums in the sanctum. But we are close. I need to know something, Inquisitor. How did you find the Martyr? Were you looking for me?
I wasn't even aware of your existence, remember? I was sent here to investigate the source of an ancient Inquisitorial distress signal.
It must have been the will of the Emperor then. I am aware of that signal. It was activated by the rebels during the inner strife against Tiberius. It only transmits from time to time, in strange bursts.
What's the sigil on the wall? It resembles a demonic mark fused with Xenos and Imperial symbols.
Uther called them Empyrean seals. He studied forbidden summoning rites and the arcane machines of a lost civilization, and combined them with sanctioned practices. The seals trap the essence of destroyed demons, so they can't get back to the warp to reform.
Uther wanted to conceal the existence of his secret weapon from the minions of chaos. It feels far too close to heresy.
What are you talking about? We must fight fire with fire. You told me that.
And I am not the same person anymore. moment of retribution is here.
You are different, Inquisitor. And yet you are the same. It is disturbing.
I used to be the one hunted for the Martyr, and now you have all the answers. That's disturbing.
If it's any consolation, you were right all along. Uther Tiberius had a secret that could have changed the fate of the Imperium.
And you have learned the nature of this secret, I assume?
Indeed. It's a weapon with immense powers.
I have found some very old human remains here. They belong to the crew of the Martyr.
When Uther's followers turned against him, the monastery was consumed by war. It crippled the ship eventually.
Discovered the truth about Uther's secret weapon?
I have only heard rumors. The real answer lies here. I know that it could save the Imperium of Man from the tides of chaos, and that Uther Tiberius risked excommunication of the Inquisition to create this weapon. Combat skills have become even more praiseworthy, Inquisitor.
We earn salvation only through the annihilation of the unclean.
You might have changed, but your perspective on our eternal... The inner sanctum is cut off from the rest of the ship, making it a black site. Even the machine spirit doesn't have eyes or ears there.
How do we get through the stasis field?
I've seen similar security systems on the ship. The status field must be deactivated using 2 different terminals in different places at the same time.
Tiberius was indeed quite protective of his secrets.
Proceed to the first cogitator. It must be close. I'll find the other one. Some resistance. The Genitorium seems to be populated by a degenerate tribe.
Approaching the terminal that will deactivate the stasis field. Where are you?
I'm having some problems with the feral tribes, but I'm close.
to deactivate the stasis field. Are you ready?
I'm under heavy fire, but I can access this terminal. Proceed.
The stasis field is down. Head back here.
I can't. The savages are bringing in some demonic reinforcements. I must retreat and find another way back. Proceed into the inner sanctum. I'll catch up with you.
Cloisterheim, where are you? Can you hear me? Cloisterheim, if you can hear me, I'm heading towards the inner sanctum. Meet me there. Thorn, I found the body of a word-bearer.
The filth of Logar. What are they doing on the Martyr?
There is just one, and he looks dead. I was wrong. He is alive. Another traitor Marine lies on the ground.
In the filth, where it belongs. I wish I could be fighting by your side.
According to the message I found, there were more of them, and they were trying to extricate data from 3 specific cogitators.
The word-bearers are seekers of terrible secrets. I'd advise you to find out what they were looking for on the Martyr.
What a splendid fight. Praise the Emperor.
You have truly become a consecrated weapon down there.
What was a Chaos Warband doing here all these years?
Those maggots are specks of dust compared to true Adeptus Astartes. But they possess the same unique organs as we do.
I see. They activated their Suan membranes to wait in hibernation until someone entered the area. New log entry. More Imperial seals, but they are broken. Considering that these seals trap the essence of destroying demons, so they can't go back to the warp to reform, I don't like it. Die, unclean.
Inquisitor, you are approaching the coordinates of the first cogitator marked by the hostiles.
Trying to find out what they were looking for. Tech Priest, inload the flagged pict recording from this cogitator. This woman might be the key to Uther's secret experiments.
In progress.
Is she a psychic blank? The antithesis of a psycho? Did Uther Tiberius test his secret weapon on someone without any presence in the warp?
Commencing analysis.
The moment of retribution is here.
Inquisitor, you are approaching the second cogitator. Picked recording inloaded and immediately categorized as extreme anomaly.
It is incredible. A soulless one absorbing psychic energy is normal, but she's deflecting the attacks. I have never seen anything like this.
Whatever she is, this would explain the interest of those traitorous maggots. It sounds like something the word bearers would want to have.
Inquisitor, the analysis of the security logs is complete. Area closed down due to a hostile incursion 3.64 standard Imperial years ago. Intruders identified as word bearers.
So, there was a whole war band. They came here to find something. They were trapped on the ship.
Inquisitor, you are approaching the third cogitator.
Tech Priest, I have no new records to send you, but I've discovered that even Uth's people found that strange test subject extremely disturbing.
Total absence of information in the accessible data looms on the Martyr. The existence of the subject has been erased from the archives.
Whatever this creature is, she must have been Uth's greatest secret. I must find out more.
I have analyzed the previous inloads. The binary illuminations in PIC recordings contain the encrypted coordinates where the subject was held during the tests.
Tell me.
Decryption complete. The location of the inner sanctum is at your disposal.
Perfect. Heim, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I lost your signal in that nightmarish tribal camp. I liberated some captured members of my expedition. Where are you?
I'm in the inner sanctum. In a scriptorium, I suppose.
Uther Tiberius had his own secluded laboratory there, where he must have kept his personal cogitator. Find that room.
I must warn you, Cloisterheim. Several Imperial seals have been destroyed here. My guess is it was the work of the Word Bearers. The trapped demons are loose. Expect heavy resistance on your way in.
What? Word bearers? On the Martyr?
The most disturbing thing is that they seem to be aware of the secret too.
Would you look at that? A false emperor sent us his servants to suffer the most glorious torture imaginable.
Spare me the monologue, creature, and prepare to die.
Tell me, Inquisitor, what did you expect to find here? I was led here by dark prophecies and magnificent fever dreams. But you have no idea what we are about to unleash on your Imperium.
Enough of your gibberish. Die.
Don't you think to spare
The moment of retribution is here.
Submit to the touching of the Inquisitor. Kill Inquisitor now!
How are you faring, Inquisitor?
I have located Uther's personal cogitator. First, I had to explain to the word-bearer Filth that they are not allowed to touch it.
I'm still worried about their presence on the ship. Access the cogitator immediately. What have you found?
The proof we needed. Uther's secret weapon was a unique pariah, who was capable of the impossible. She didn't just banish demons, she utterly destroyed them.
By the Emperor. That could have been the most powerful weapon against the filth of chaos.
And she could have had a significant impact on the fate of the sector, or the whole Imperium. We need to know what happened to her.
Uther Tiberius had a meditation chamber in the sanctum, where he must have kept his personal notes. Find that room.
Cloisterheim, I'm in Uther's meditation chamber. I can see a journal.
Open it. Have you read the journal?
I have, and it contains some surprising revelations. Even Uther Tiberius was horrified by the powers of the Alpha Pariah. That's what he called her.
Did he kill her?
No, he locked her away in the main stasis chamber.
Which means that she must still be alive. This is incredible.
And we have a Chaos Sorcerer on the ship who knows about her too. I'm on my way to the chamber.
I'm almost there. I'll meet you at the entrance. Together again, at last. Are you ready?
The secret of the Martyr is within arm's reach. Just imagine the possibilities if the Alpha Pariah is still there, in stasis.
Now you are talking, like the Inquisitor I used to know.
Let's go to the stasis chamber.
Ready to fight!
I see you found reinforcements against the word bearers.
These men are the members of my expedition. I thought they were killed. I was wrong.
Don't think you got me! For the Emperor!
Die unto me.
Take it like a man, Guardsman!
What do you think about this Alpha Pariah? What could it be?
Uther Tiberius wanted to create an army of former demon hosts, resistant to the powers of the war. At some point, he must have realized that it was not working.
Or he realized that an army needs a commander.
I don't know if the Alpha Pariah was someone he found during his journey, or if he obtained her through some dark means. But eventually, he had her in his grasp.
And now his legacy will be ours.
Behold the words of the prophecy! In the darkest reaches of the void, on the cursed monastery hidden among the living storms, there is the anathema that shall be destroyed. I will make the revelation come true.
Not while I breathe, creature.
Death to the servants of the corpse emperor.
Are you ready to open the gate?
Wait, I see human remains. One of Uther's acolytes by the looks of it. Let's take a look.
Anything useful?
That is an understatement. Now we know that Uther Tiberius was gravely wounded during the rebellion in the monastery. His trusted men decided to take him off the Martyr, with a certain Captain Van Winter at the helm of the rescue ship. He had secured the secret weapon before he fell, though. By the Emperor, what is this?
Remarkable. It looks like a barrier of pure psychic energy. A tapestry of madness made substance. Another example of Uther's arcane designs, I suppose. Are you ready to enter?
I have died for this secret once. I must be the one who walks through that barrier. By the grace of Emperor, I cannot enter.
Did you see anything?
She is there. The Alpha Pariah is inside. So close, and yet unreachable.
There must be a way.
No, you were right. This barrier was designed by Uther himself, and he made sure that nobody can enter without his authorization. The barrier can only be disabled with his inquisitorial rosette.
But a rosette is the personal symbol of our authority. Each rosette is unique, and Uther has been dead for centuries. It is impossible. You are telling me that it was all in vain? We have failed.
No. Uther Tiberius was taken from the Martyr to an unknown destination, and I will find what that place is. I am an Inquisitor. Nothing can remain hidden from me. I will uncover that rosette, even if I have to burn down the whole sector.
What is our next step?
We are treading on dangerous ground. Uther Tiberius was so obsessed with fighting the powers of chaos that he ventured too far. Even his most trusted followers turned against him when they realized what he was planning to do.
Who cares about ignorant fools?
You must surely be aware of what the Alpha Pariah could become. Uther Tiberius wanted to destroy the gods of chaos so desperately that he decided to create a god of his own.
Yes, I understand. And this is why we must continue his work. For the Emperor.
The very existence of the Alpha Pariah borders on heresy. The doctrines must be upheld at all costs.
But this is our destiny. You have already sacrificed your life to protect Uther's legacy. And now you are willing to throw it away?
I will do no such thing. I will find the rosette and take the Alpha Pariah to an inquisitorial facility where no one can usurp her powers. This needs to be brought to the attention of the Conclave.
I will not allow that. You have failed our cause. I cannot let you leave.
I wish there could have been another way. Captain, are you serious? You want me to believe that you didn't know that the founder of your rogue trader house was the captain of the Martyr centuries ago?
I swear by the light of the God Emperor Inquisitor that I am just as shocked by this revelation as you are.
I need a better explanation, Captain.
Inquisitor, our house has followed strict traditions for long centuries. One of those traditions concerns our sacred history. Our ancestral secrets were kept in a treasured logbook, only accessible by the Van Winter sitting on the throne of the house.
And who would that be?
Nobody. Almost my entire clan has been purged on account of their heretical acts. I was found worthy of redemption, and I'm assisting the work of the Inquisition as a simple captain.
Do you think your logbook could help me?
Yes. It has been in our possession since Gregor Van Winter, the man whose trail you seek, received the warrant of trade. It must contain all his accounts too.
What happened to that logbook?
It was hidden on our flagship, the Astute Cavalier, but it disappeared when my father was executed. The logbook must still be in the hold, in a secret compartment.
So, I only have to find a fugitive ship in the sector. Sounds easy.
My family had a hideout in this subsector on a void station. Those who survived the purge probably ended up there.
And strangely, it didn't occur to you to share this information with the Inquisition. No, don't answer that. Take me to the void station.